Breaking news. Bruh, I sat here and binge read Samurai 8, chapters 6 through 16 in one go. And let me tell you, damn. And I mean that in the best way possible, because if you remember a couple of months ago, I did a review of the first chapter of Samurai 8, and I was basically like, okay, well, it was 70 pages of an info dump, and I had to read it like 3 times in order to get the full gist of what it was that they were telling me, and it was a lot of information. I'm not going to hold you. So if you haven't read it yet, just know, chapter 1, it's an info dump. And I made it through about 5 chapters in it. And then I got the urge, because I saw a panel, I got the urge to pick it back up. So I read chapters 6 through 16, and Kishimoto's doing this thing. So for those of you who don't know or have forgotten or just got caught up in this whole Boruto hype, Kishimoto directly writes Samurai 8. That was his next manga in line that he said he wanted to do because it was something he's always wanted to write. He's always wanted to write a manga about samurai. Now, he has like editorial scales and he oversees Boruto, but for the most part, Boruto has several writers to it, both the manga and the anime. A lot of people contribute the fact of its flip-floppy nature to the fact that Boruto has a lot of writers, and that's probably why people are fed up with Boruto at this point. But Samurai 8 is directly written by Kishimoto. I don't know who does the art. I think it's Akubo. I want to say it's Akubo that does the art, but Kishimoto is the sole writer for Samurai 8. But before we get into the review, I need y'all to do me a favor. Surpass your limits, go plus ultra, and smash that subscribe button for me, ladies and gentlemen. It lets me know that you're rocking with the content. It lets me know that you like what I'm putting out. And, yeah, this channel's growth is insane, and I love y'all for it. So thank y'all. Really, thank y'all. We've done a lot in a year, and hopefully we can break 100 by the end of the year, right? I'd love that. But without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, basically for chapters 6 through 16, I'm not going to go over every detail between chapters 6 and 16. I'm just going to hit the major points that I think that everybody should know, you should know, and what I found the most interesting is that Hachimaru, the main protagonist for Samurai 8, he leaves, right? He is going and he is training with Daruma. Daruma is, a samurai, and he takes Hachimaru under his wing. Now, Daruma is the shit, okay? So instantly, I'm getting a Naruto and Jiraiya vibe. I think what I like most about Samurai 8 is the fact that I get more of a Naruto vibe from Samurai 8 than I do from Boruto. And that's weird saying, considering the fact that Boruto is the next generation of Naruto, but maybe it's just me. I don't click with Boruto or any of the new characters, other than Sarada. Like, I think they hit the nail on the head with Sarada, but other than, I fuck with Mitsuki. But other than that, those are the only 2 characters I rock with from the new generation of Boruto. If you want a classic Naruto feel, go and read Samurai Tales of Hachimaru. I personally like it better. But, yeah, so Hachimaru, he leaves his father and he goes to train with Daruma. Father knows nothing about it all. He just up and leaves, right? From the previous chapters, Hachimaru, he was, a sickly child. He was hooked up on life support. He could never leave his room. Now, since he's become a samurai, I'm not going to tell you how, but he becomes a samurai, and all samurais are granted new, upgraded bodies. So, because of this new body, he is able to move. He's not on life support. He can eat whole food, because before, he couldn't eat whole foods. It was actually very depressing. Hachimaru. If there's one thing Kishimoto can do well, he can write a depressing character. And believe me when I say, if you read through chapter 16, people aren't living. It's crazy. People aren't living. But Hachimaru and Daruma, they give me a very Naruto and Jiraiya vibe to each other when it comes to master and pupil. Right? Daruma, he's not pervy like Pervy Sage was, but you do get that feel of Naruto and Jiraiya. So if you want to rekindle that connection that you felt back in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, then go ahead and pick up Samurai 8. We learned something else that's very important in Samurai 8. Samurais have to protect, they do. Samurais have to protect their princess, or they're supposed to. I'm reading right now where I think the main antagonist that we see so far had a princess, but something happened with this person's princess, and I don't know. It's hinting towards either he killed his princess or his princess died and that sent him over the edge or something like that. But anyway, samurais have to protect their princesses. Now, princesses are like very spiritually enlightened humans, right? They have this ability to sense the locker balls that are in the earth or in their given planet, because universal manga in which there are multiple planets and life on other planets as well, but there are princesses on each planet. Now, because the princesses can sense these locker balls, the locker balls have a direct correlation to creating samurai. In order to be a samurai, you have to have a locker ball. Princesses can seek locker balls, therefore each samurai has a princess they need to protect. Because of this, princesses are highly coveted amongst the different planets and their samurais. Now, the strength of a planet lies within how many samurai are on that given planet. That makes sense. So, the more samurai you have, the stronger the planet, but that also means the greater the seeking ability of the princesses are. And because this, other planets want to get their hands on other princesses. So that is where that connection lies. When I read it, I thought that was very interesting. Now, there are predominantly 4 styles of swordsmanship that a samurai can learn. Each one dictates a different planet that they're from. Hachimaru is being taught by Daruma, who is teaching him the Kagenyoshi style of the samurai art. Now, while he is being taught this art, Daruma's, and this is why I say I get the Naruto and Jiraiya vibe. The main antagonist that we see at chapter 16 that takes place, I believe, for 3 chapters, so 13 to 16, is Daruma's, I forget his name, is Daruma's strongest pupil. Now, where have we read that before? Jiraiya in Pain, people. Jiraiya in Pain. Keep up. So, Daruma's number 1 pupil comes back, and he sees Hachimaru. And that's where we get the full breakdown of what Hachimaru is. Okay? We understand what Hachimaru is. We see his role in what is happening, and we see why Daruma took him under his wing to begin with. We see and we learn why his father did what he did to Hachimaru at the beginning of the manga, and why he was really against Hachimaru leaving the town, and why he was against him training in the art to become a samurai. And this whole time I'm reading these chapters, I don't want to give anything away from y'all, but I want you to know, like, there's a reason I sat down and read 10 chapters in a row. I was like, I could not put the manga down. I had to finish it. I had to know what was going on. I had to see how it was going to play out. And this is a manga that I'm going to keep up with. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep up with this manga, and I'm going to see it to the end, because I like it so much more than Boruto. Even the Boruto manga, like, I like Samurai 8 Tales of Hachimaru more than I like the Boruto manga, and that's saying something. I don't see Boruto going anywhere. Like, I don't. But that is a quick update for Samurai 8 Tales of Hachimaru. After chapter 16, at the end of it, they are now leaving the Earth that they're on, and they're about to go into deep space. Daruma basically says, hey, go say goodbye to whoever you need to go say goodbye to. Go burn the image of your town into your mind, because we won't be coming back here for a very long time. This is the last time that they're going to be at this Earth for God knows how long, but he's going into deep space. I do like the fact, and this was another fact, him and his princess are fated to be with each other, right? Hachimaru has a locker ball that his princess found, and because of that, they're fated to be with one another. But it's not an instant connection. Like, they actually have to grow to like each other. Not in a romantic way, but you can tell that that's probably the direction Kishimoto is going in. Even though Kishimoto has said himself in Naruto, he doesn't do relationships in manga. But what was funny was he said, well, if I don't do relationships in Naruto, people are going to be pissed with me, and they're probably going to, like, just mob mentality attack me. So he said he just threw the relationships together in Boruto at the end. But you can see that he is hinting in this one to go for Hachimaru. And what is his princess name? Good lord. Probably should have had that for y'all before this. That's my bad. You'll be okay. But that is chapter 16. That is chapter 16. Scaling. Oh my gosh, my bad. There's no scaling. Hachimaru is clearly moon level. And I mean very clearly moon level by chapter 16 of this manga. So yeah, Kishimoto is pulling no punches. If he can already blow up a moon, then by chapter 16, there's nothing else that this man can't do. I do want to touch on this last point. I know I've said that's all I've got, but things just keep coming to me. The comparison between Naruto and Samurai 8. Now, a lot of people want to say that Samurai 8 has better pacing than Naruto. I can't really say for sure. It's only on chapter 16. What I can say is, by the chapter 16 of Naruto back in the day, they were gearing up to wrap up the Zabuzan Haku Bridge Builder arc, right? So the pacing for Naruto was just as fast. I don't know why people think it wasn't, but Naruto had fast pacing. Samurai 8 is probably going to have fast pacing. Let's see if Kishimoto learns anything from it, but yeah. That's all I got for y'all today. If you thank y'all for rocking with me to the end. If you liked the video, drop a like on it, rate the video, comment on the video. If you read Samurai 8, what you're looking forward to. If you haven't, are you going to? Subscribe, share the video, all that fancy stuff, and like always, keep it safe and wrap it tight. I'm out.